It is primary night. We begin following the race for Iowa's 3rd congressional district. 2 Democratic candidates are vying for current U.S. Representative Zach Nunn's seat, Lenon Beckham and Melissa Vine. Our Dana Searles is where Lenon Beckham will be watching the votes come in tonight. She joins us live now. Dana, what can you tell us about his campaign?
Stephanie, Beckham is a first-generation American and a combat veteran who previously served in Afghanistan. He also previously served for the U.S. Department of Agriculture under the former governor, Tom Vilsack. And Beckham says that he wanted to run for this seat to provide Iowans the same opportunities that he was provided with. Now, some of the campaign priorities that he is running on include improving the economy, specifically lowering gas and grocery prices, and bringing well-paying jobs to Iowa. He also wants to protect Social Security and Medicare, stand up for reproductive rights, and fight for small towns and rural communities.
People are fired up. They are ready to see someone who represents them in Congress.
Beckham has a number of notable endorsements, 2 of those being the former governor, Tom Vilsack, and the state auditor, Rob Sand. I'll be at the watch party tonight that's happening in the building right behind me, watching those votes come in, speaking with Beckham later tonight. But now let's toss it over to Local 5's Connor O'Neill, who is following Beckham's competitor, Melissa Vine. Connor joins us live from her watch party. Connor, what can you tell us about Vine's campaign?
Yeah, Dana, well, Melissa Vine, she's told me she's feeling confident about her chances to win that Democratic nomination against who you just touched on, Lenon Beckham, for that Democratic nomination for U.S. House of Representatives District 3 covering Central and Southern Iowa. Now, we're here at the Star Bar on Ingersoll Avenue in Des Moines because this is where the watch party for Melissa Vine's campaign is going to be later tonight. Now, Vine doesn't have any previous political experience, but she served as a small business owner for a few years, and she currently serves as the executive director of The Beacon, a local nonprofit here in the Metro assisting women recovering from trauma. Now, when I talked to Vine a few months ago, she told me what sets herself apart from current Representative Zach Nunn is that she listens to the views of her constituents.
You know, we know that hardly any Iowans want a total abortion ban, right? But to have someone as our representative who is advocating for that, that's dangerous, right? So we want to have a representative who advocates for the things that Iowans actually want. That's the whole job of a representative.
Now, it is worth adding that Representative Zach Nunn in the past has advocated for exceptions for abortion. I'll have more on Melissa Vine's campaign priorities and how her campaign has faced some struggles over the past month later tonight. Stephanie.
Connor, we appreciate it. And later on Local 5, News at 5, one key race to watch is Iowa House District 34, currently held by longtime state rep Akeo Abdul Samad. Local 5's Larissa Leone will preview all the Democrats facing off tonight. Marionette Miller Meeks and David Pouch are fighting for the Republican nomination for U.S. House District 1. Local 5's Laura Bowen is following that race. Laura, what can you tell us about them?
Well, Marionette Miller Meeks is the incumbent. We'll see later tonight if Pouch, a self-described conservative constitutional Republican, stands a chance at taking her seat. Pouch says he wants to overhaul the judicial system. He wants people to be charged and sentenced quickly. He also wants the country's morals to be based on Judeo-Christian ethics. He spoke out against the satanic temple display that was set up at Iowa's Capitol.
Our state does not honor Satan. Simple fact. It's not an issue, oh, they have a First Amendment right for these sorts of things. This is where moral neutrality goes to seed and it just creates stupidity.
We've reached out to Miller Meeks, but she has not gotten back to us. Coming up later in the show, I'll give you a rundown on the candidates running for U.S. House District 4 race.